A good day to you. I'm Shanali again from Behind Me Media, and you're watching our special report regarding the provincial elections, which is going to happen in another few days. So now with me, I have another very important candidate for the Scarborough province, Mr. Aris Babikian, who is the MPP for Scarborough Agin Court. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time to join with us.
Thank you very much for visiting me and providing me this opportunity to chat with you about issues of common concerns to Ontarians.
Of course. So now I really wanted to talk to you about this concern because, of course, we all know that the provincial elections are coming really close.
Yeah.
And you are also a candidate for your third term.
Correct.
I want to know now, since you've been in this position for quite a long time now, since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I want to get your intake about what's the changes that you have seen so far since 2018 and 2025 now. Do you feel that, the challenges that you face then is different to now, and how are you planning to tackle it?
Yeah, thank you very much for this important question. Of course, when I ran in 2018, we had different challenges, and one of the major challenges was public transit, healthcare in our community. These were two major challenges because for 15 years the former Liberal government ignored Scarborough in general, including Scarborough Agin Court. And when I ran, I wanted to make a change, to bring positive change. And I'm glad to say that in the last 7 years, I was able to deliver to Scarborough 3 major important projects. They are committed, they are already, the finances is allocated, but I still need to follow up on them. I will give you, for example, some of the most important projects. Building a new Birchmont hospital here close by to my campaign office, because one of the things that people were complaining, the lack of proper healthcare, quality healthcare in Scarborough and the Scarborough Agin Court. I'm glad to say that the government of Ontario, under the leadership of Premier Doug Ford, we were able to commit $1 billion to build the new Birchmont hospital. It's not only that, we also allocated $3 million to expand and renovate the emergency department in Birchmont Hospital. So this is a very important initiative. The other initiative was the lack of public transit in Scarborough. And I'm quite happy to say that 2 weeks ago, the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, visited the Scarborough Agin Court, and we announced that we are going to build this Shepherd subway line. It is the extension from Don Mills all the way to McCowan. So by building the Shepherd subway line, we will be able to close the loop on the public transit in Scarborough, because we will have east-west connection and we will have north-south connection. So that way, people of Scarborough and the Scarborough Agin Court will have easier transportation time. They will avoid the gridlock and they will spend quality time with their families. But not only that, we also expanded the railway, the GO railway on the Stouffville line, which run north-south, and a large portion of it runs in Scarborough. We are doubling the tracks on that corridor, but also we renovated the Scarborough Agin Court and the Milliken GO station so that it will be much better facility for the users. But the most important thing with this project on the expanding of the GO is that we are going to provide the residents of Scarborough train connection every 15 minutes. So instead of the current 164 trains a week, we were going to have 2,000 train trips north-south, connecting all the way from Stouffville all the way to Union Station. This is another major infrastructure project that I was able to deliver. And of course, we're allocating $15 billion to the Shepherd subway line, and also renovating some parts of the 401 and adding lanes, extra lanes on the 401 and the Kennedy section. So these are very, very major development. And of course, the third major one is the Bridaltown Community and Health Hub. The community hub will have swimming pool tracks, various community organizations, they can come gather, use it. But also we are going to build additional 40 dialysis stations in that hub. So these are three major projects that I have worked on for the last 7 years. I got the commitment from my government. I have to say that Premier Ford is very sensitive towards Scarborough. He loves Scarborough. But I need to be re-elected to go back to follow up on the development, on the planning, because you know it is different to make the financial allocation and make the promise, but it takes time to develop these projects. So that's why I need to be re-elected for third time, so that in the next 4 years I will be able to follow up and expedite the building of these three major infrastructure for Scarborough, Agincourt and the Scarborough.
That's right. In order to continue these projects, you need to be re-elected again.
Correct, correct.
Let's just address now the elephant in the room. Now, the major challenges that Canadians or Ontarians are facing at the moment is the threats that we are getting from Donald Trump, the US president. So, coming from the Ontario PC party, what changes do you think you can make in order to tackle this, and do you think Doug Ford is taking the right direction to tackle these threats?
I think currently Doug Ford is the only provincial and national leader who is taking the lead on protecting the interests of Canadians and Ontarians, protecting our jobs, protecting our companies, protecting our families. And today, as we speak, he is in Washington meeting the governors in the United States, because we do business with 28 states. Ontario alone does business with 28 states. And we have a mutual agreements between us, because Canada and the United States, we have been allies for a long time, politically, military, economically. And I believe that Premier Doug Ford is the right leader to lead this negotiation, tariff negotiations with the United States and the Trump administration. And because if these tariff threats are implemented, we are going to lose 500,000 jobs, and lots of our economy will shatter. Also, on the other side, in the southern border, there will be lots of companies affected, lots of layoffs. So this tariff issue is very damaging to our two nations. And that's why Premier Ford suggested a policy, AMCAM policy, to protect United States and Canada and work closer together without these tariffs. And that's why we called early election, because we need to have stable government for the next 4 years, so that the Premier Ford, the PC government, can deal with the Trump administration uninterrupted, without thinking of midterm election in Ontario, etc. So that's why I think this is the right decision on behalf of the Ontarians. And I have to tell you that when I knock on the doors, large number of our populations are concerned with the tariff, and overwhelming majority of them, they say that Premier Doug Ford is the only leader who can lead Ontario and Canada out of this dilemma. So answering your question, it is the right time to go to election. We have the right leader, and we will be able to maneuver this period without inflicting damages on Ontarians, Canadians, and citizens of the United States.
All right. Coming back to the projects that you were speaking about, the new subway project, it was just announced 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
The initiating phase was...
Correct. We have the business case. We allocated $15 billion, and immediately after we go back, form the government, God willing, we are going to start immediate implementation of these plans, because all the studies have been done, the stations have been identified, so we just need to start putting, as they say, motion in action.
All right. Mr. Babikian, another unique point of yours is that through my experience and your expertise in this industry, I feel that you're mostly involved in communal activities, and you've been engaged with so many different communities.
Correct.
As well. So what uniqueness do you think that, the people of Scarborough has the upper hand if they vote you?
My previous 7 years service to the people of Scarborough Agin Court is the proof that I am very sensitive to our diverse multicultural citizens groups. I have been secretary of the Canadian Ethnocultural Council for a long time, which is an umbrella organization for the multicultural community. I was a citizenship judge. I have sensitivity to needs of our diverse multicultural group in Scarborough Agin Court. We have Chinese, we have Tamils, we have South Asians, we have Greek, Armenians, Middle Eastern, Filipinos. So I dine with them, I spend time with them, official and unofficial, so I understand their needs. And to show my concern or my advocacy on the behalf of their needs, for example, I was proud to co-sponsor the Chinese Heritage Month Bill, Bill 183, to declare February Chinese Heritage Month. I was supportive and spoke in favor of the Tamil Genocide Education Week, Bill 104. And also I was involved with the Christian Orthodox faith people to declare the Easter week as Christian Orthodox week. So I am very sensitive. I come from ethnic background, from diverse background. I am Armenian. The multicultural communities, when they come to Canada, regardless of their color, religion, ethnicity, where they come from, they bring so much quality of life. By bringing their traditions, their cultures, their history, they are enriching our society and making Canada a better place for all of us, not for one particular ethnic group or the other, for all of us. And that's why people, they envy Canadians, because we are live in such a society where everyone is respected, everyone has the opportunity. I mean, I can give you my own example. I came to this country as a refugee, and I worked hard. I hardly spoke word of English. I worked hard. I committed myself to Canada and Ontario, and look where I am today. I served as a citizenship judge. I served 2 terms. Hopefully I will serve another term. So this is the beauty of Canada. This is the promise of Canada. This is the promise of Ontario, that regardless of where you come, if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. The sky is the limit for everyone's dream.
Well said, Mr. Babikian, and I wish you all the very best for the upcoming election as well. And as you know, the voters are also in a state of distress these few months. They also want answers. They also want relief. They want to know who the next leader is, so that they can, think of a future, a hope. They need someone to be responsible for. So I'm glad that, the elections are coming close, and, we can put aside the political turmoil and actually start implementing the actions as well. Thank you so much for your intake on this interview.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and it is pleasure to host you here with your colleague, and good luck to you and your program.
Thank you. All the very best.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you.